Now we are coming towards the various graphs. First is the VT graph, the other is the ST graph, and there are certain important points to remember. Now, like in the first case, it is written uniform motion. So in the uniform motion, we have taken the graph between V and T. So what we are finding, the motion is uniform. So we have drawn a line parallel to x-axis. V is constant. You will remember when V is constant, acceleration will be zero. So in the first graph, when we say V is constant, acceleration will be zero during the motion. Now, in the side graph, it is a graph between distance and time. In distance and time graph, we are finding as the time is going on increasing on the x-axis, the distance is also going on increasing. So we have written S is equal to ut, and the point to remember is slope. Slope means inclination or tangent of the angle. So slope of ST graph will be V and V is constant. Second thing to understand is in ST graph, S is 0, T will be 0. So when T will increase, S will increase. When T will decrease, S will decrease. That is what the depiction in the graph. Now the second point to remember. Now second is about the uniformly accelerated motion. In uniformly accelerated motion, the point to remember is that V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square, and 2AS is equal to V square minus U square. And the distance covered in nth second, that is given as U plus A over 2 into 2n minus 1. That is for the horizontal motion. If it would have been a vertical motion instead of acceleration, we have to consider acceleration due to gravity. So first is the VT graph. In the VT graph, what we are finding that V is equal to AT, indicating that if T is increasing, V will increase. If T will decrease, V will also decrease. A remains constant. A remains constant means it is uniformly accelerated motion. Now in the second graph, it is the ST graph, distance time graph. Initial velocity is taken as 0. That is, body has started from rest. So when we say U is 0, the body started from rest. And when we say V is 0, it means when body reached to the destination, it was stopped at t is equal to 0. So now in the graph it is indicated that first of all the time was increasing up to certain extent, and with respect to time s was increasing. After that the time was made constant and the graph has become parallel to distance, that is y-axis. So these facts are given in the important points, that in the first case u0, that is v0 at t is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 means body have not started the motion. U is equal to 0, that is slope of ST graph at t is equal to 0. It should be 0. Then in the third point, A or slope of VT graph is constant. Now, further different cases for VT and ST graph will be uniformly accelerated motion if initial velocity is not 0 and s is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. So what we are finding that in the first graph, VT graph, we will find that the point is taken slightly above the origin. So the motion started from that point and time is calculated from that instant. So when time is calculated from that instant, then only from that point we can use the equation V is equal to U plus AT. Now, in the ST graph, again the same thing has been shown. That is, initial velocity is not 0. It means the body was noted when it was moving. But S is 0 at T0. So in the graph, we have seen that up to the time the curve started, as the time was increasing, distance was increasing. But when the time is made constant, the distance was going on increasing with uniformly accelerated motion. So in the important points, we have to remember U is not 0, that is V or slope of the ST graph at T0 is not 0. Distance goes on increasing. And in the second part, V or slope of the ST graph gradually goes on increasing. This is what I have explained earlier. Now, the fourth point, uniformly accelerated motion when u is not equal to 0 and s is equal to s naught. So, the same principle is adopted here in the two graphs, and our important point to remember in the two graphs, that will be s is equal to s naught at t is equal to 0. So, the graphs are indicated between Vt and St, and we have taken the complete equation s is equal to s naught plus ut plus half at square. Now, next one is Vt graph and St graph, that is uniformly retarded motion till velocity becomes 0. When we speak retardation, the body is already moving and we have applied the force in the opposite direction. The moment we will apply the force in the opposite direction, the velocity of the body will begin to reduce. We will say that body is undergoing retardation. So that retardation has been indicated in Vt graph and St graph. So in the first graph, what we are finding, that is the body is moving, that is y-axis is depicting the velocity, initial and final, and the x-axis is indicating the time. So in retardation, v is equal to u plus at, but a will be negative because velocity is decreasing. Hence, we have written the equation v is equal to u minus at. So this is for retardation, uniformly retardation. Now in the second graph, it is shown that time is on the x-axis, distance on the y-axis, and we have taken s is equal to ut minus half at square. When we are using minus sign here, it means that the brakes have been applied to the body and now its velocity is decreasing, and that's why we have taken negative sign, that is retardation. So, in the important points, these are the three very important points, that slope of ST graph at t is equal to 0 gives u, slope of ST graph at t is equal to t naught becomes 0, and in this case, u can't become 0. Now, in the last part, what we find, uniformly retarded, then accelerated. First of all, velocity is decreasing, due to which retardation will take place. Then finally, after some time, the body will be, that is velocity is going on increasing and it will be accelerated. But that will be in opposite direction. So the two graphs are indicated, like one is the Vt graph. Here we are finding that t naught, time is taken on the x-axis and velocity on the y-axis. Similarly, in the second graph, that is St graph, S stands for distance and T stands for time. So we have shown a dotted line here, that is up to the dotted line, we are finding up to the dotted line the distance is increasing, and right after the dotted line, that is when T naught will be increasing towards T, then we are finding that the distance covered is decreasing. So these are the important points given here, that at time t is equal to t naught, v will be 0 or slope of ST graph is 0. And in the second case, in ST graph, slope or velocity first decreases and then increases with opposite sign.